was the disciples that they gave power. If you are not a disciple, you will always be sick. If you are not a disciple, you will be in need of a deliverer. If you are not a disciple, they will reign over you. I assure you, because according to the law of the spirit, anyone that is discipled by God, they will be given power and authority. And those that are given power and authority, these are the ones that will rule and reign. These are the ones that will heal the sick. These are the ones that will cast out devils. They are the ones. We live in a generation where the devil is ruling over men and women. Believers inclusive, because you can be a believer and yet be tormented. Not because God is not faithful, but many of us are not taking advantage of the faithfulness of God. So the possibilities of God that is made available, we are not entering into it. God is spirit, we are still basking in the gate of hell, and he beckons upon you to come and become partakers of heightened possibilities. Come and be clothed with the garment of God. Come and carry fire and power. But their actions is saying no. They only come when they are going to receive the things in time. They never come where they are going to be disciplined in the ways of God, so that their life will carry the authority of God, so that their life will carry the ability of God, so that their life will carry the news of God. The exercise of God is the authority of God, and the news of God is the dunamis of God. So there are two kinds of power that is given the disciples here that you are supposed to operate in. One is the one that you are engaging. One is the one that follows you. It's the extent to which you engage the exercise. What is exousia? The delegated power that will determine the degree to which you carry the news. The news is the dunamis, and that's how you are able to bear witness. You don't bear witness based upon you do. You bear witness based upon the testimony that follows you out of the abundance of the engagement of exousia. And the generation is lacking. Creation is waiting for men that carry the power and the authority of God. Creation is waiting for the disciples that have mastered the way of the spirit. Creation is waiting for men with reckless abandonment that are lost into God, who are not looking for how they will receive bread and cucumber and garlic, but those that are willing as a living sacrifice, that they be lost into the pool of God and they will become carriers of the possibilities of God. But you look at a generation, we have many who are riding upon the wings of mammon. They don't have a path with God. They come in the name of the Lord, but the testimony of God is not upon them. A man that carries the exercise of the spirit, the visage of that man, you will know that this one is operating by exousia. This one is operating by the delegated power of God. A man that carries the news of God, you will know, because the news of God is the authority and the fire and power of God. And when a man carries the news of God, anyone that runs on the basis of the news of darkness, they will hate that man. When I come in the name of the Lord, those that come in the name of the devil, they must hate me, not because I want them to hate me, but because I carry a contrary spirit to the spirit that is allowing them to rule and reign. Sotebaka, are you a disciple?